Yes.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. So today we will share some alpha essentially and show you, display you what we are cooking. Um, so it's pretty cool. So I think it will speak for itself when I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes. And essentially, so we're gonna show you the rebrand, the product, how it's gonna work. We are in the phase where we are testing just on local right now. By end of this week or early next week, we're gonna start to test internally, and then we're gonna invite people to test. Uh, you know, with invite link. So it's gonna be gated at the beginning, and you'll need to have an invite link. So all the OGs are going to have one, and you'll be able to share it with one or two people. I'm going to keep it quite restricted at the beginning because we think there are going to be a little bit of testing and bugs, uh, but it's very very exciting. I yeah, hi Fotoli, hi Dondainer, hi Nate, hi everyone. Essentially, it's the products that we're going to launch is really another level. I think we're taking it to another level. I think what it came from is essentially the usage and the feedback we got from you guys, from the community, from users. So to give you a bit of context, we have about like 360 users registered in the platform. We are close to 15 million real trading volume, mostly through the terminal, and we have good retention. But we see that people, what they like to do is actually create agents. So we have a couple hundreds, I think 400 or 500 trading agents that have been deployed, proper paper and live trading. And for that reason, we are doubling down on the agent creation. And we just heard a lot of feedback. So the problem was the agents are too simple. You cannot customize. You can do what you want. They go log only. They only have two assets, etc., etc. And so we've put a lot of thought and effort into trying to think how this product would be, because I'm pretty sure a lot of companies are trying to do some agentic trading or build your trading agent, etc., etc. And I've tried a lot of them, and I was not really satisfied. And so that's why we are making this kind of new product. So it's not really a pivot. I mean, we're going to simplify the platform, but we're still going to have the terminal, still going to have the extension, but the core of the product is going to be around building, training, automating trading strategies with agent. So less talking, more showing. Let me share my screen. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, the rebrand we're going for, and again, that's alpha, so we haven't publicly said, we haven't really shared, but it's fine. It's like an ongoing process. The rebrand we're going for is Trigr.xyz. Why Trigr? Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, myquant.gg, we felt the domain was not good. It was mostly gaming. The branding, what it gave out was not clean and premium enough for the product we're building. The product we're building is extremely sophisticated. We wanted to simplify around core primitives, and we feel that Trigr.xyz is a great brand. So we are moving away kind of this is your AI companion to this is your go-to platform, go-to tool, the all-in-one platform to build, trade, and automate your trading strategies. So the way it's going to work is that you will be able to, well, describe a strategy with plain English. So that we're not the only one going that route. But the approach we're taking is that basically you will write a prompt, and this prompt will turn into a node builder. And this node builder is essentially going to be something that you can edit either manually every single node, or you can prompt the AI to keep editing it. It's going to be also a very powerful way to visualize your trading strategy and to build it. So I'm going to show you live how to do one. By the way, the site is not live. You cannot test right now. It's not available, but it will be pretty soon. So what do we have? We have, the trading strategy. I'm going to show you how to do one soon. But if you do not want to build your own trading strategy, like you just want to deploy an agent in a simple way, you will be able to pick agent from the marketplace. So we thought about the system because a lot of people in the community said, oh, I just want to do copy trading. I want to find the best agents, and I want to just deploy money and copy them. And so we thought the best way was to let the community build their own strategies and trading agents, and then publish them in a strategy marketplace so other users can just use their strategy. So most of it is dummy data, or it's like test data. So don't really bother about the performance, but you will be able to create strategy, deploy them on the marketplace, and other users will be able to use them and deploy agents. And you, as a strategy builder, you will be able to monetize your strategy. How? You'll be able to add a builder fee. So it's like an additional fee that people will pay when they trade it, and you get that. Or you can even put a subscription. So for instance, $5 a month, $10 a month. So anyone can access your strategy. I'll show you more later. So these are the two huge main components that are coming to this new product, Trigr, which is a strategy builder into strategy marketplace. So anyone can use them, compose them, etc., etc. We're keeping the terminal, so it's still going to be here with the way that it was, with the extension and on the platform. The difference is that it's going to be composable. So you'll be able to add any strategy that you built or that you subscribe to from the marketplace in your terminal. So they will pop up at the moment, at all the strategy you decided to add or create, they will like populate signals as soon as they arrived from the strategies you want on every asset. And so you'll be able to trade them in your terminal as well, right? And so yeah, as I said, you can become a strategy builder and earn quite a lot of revenue if you manage to gather a good audience with that. Right. So I'm checking the question right now. Is there anything to win here too? Yeah, you can win. There is a lot to potentially win if you become a great strategy builder. And there's going to be, I'm going to talk about the points as well in a second. Trigr is a cool name. Thank you, Chris. Is there some education plan on how to create good prompt for Trigr? Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna test live, so I don't know if it's gonna work right now, but because it's demo testing, but still. So now we're not gonna support Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore. We're gonna support 50 more assets, not just crypto. It's also gonna have stocks, SPX, and commodities. So for instance, good. I'm not even gonna put anything complex. Good strategy for Tesla. So now it is gonna take a little bit of time. What the copilot is gonna do is gonna read the prompt, and it's gonna look at every single data sets that we provide, and it's gonna create a node builder. It's gonna create different nodes based on that. So my prompt was very, very generic prompt, right? Good strategy for Tesla. So the copilot basically does what he wants with it. But I can be obviously infinitely more sophisticated and complex. But to take you through it, every single strategy always has one node that is a trigger. Always one trigger. Then you can have filters. You can add as many filters as you want. And then you have a signal. So the signal is a way to how you combine the filters, right? So trigger, boom, you have a trigger, then you have the filter, does the strategy pass the filter, and then you have the signal, which is how we combine all these filter. After the signal, you have the risk management. So the stop loss, take profit, flip, long, short, etc. And then you have the execution. You can do paper trading, hyperliquid, and proper. So here we built the most advanced system that there is. Like literally, there is nothing like this in terms of amount of data sets and composability that you can do. So here, so we trade Tesla. Okay, so we have basically the system, the Copilot used all our data sets and offered us this like follow trends, Tesla strategy using an EMA cross configured by RSI, momentum, etc., etc. It's a simple prompt, so mostly it's not going to be efficient. But the point is that you built it right now, and you can just run a backtest and see what it does. So right now it gave us something super interesting already that is actually profitable. So the Copilot is smart in a way that it's been trained with a lot of strategies. It knows all the data points we have, and basically it formulates a strong thesis based on everything it knows in order to formulate a strategy. We have a lot of information as well. So it's going to give you a score. It's going to give you AI integrity audit, explain you what the strategy does. It pass multiple checks to make sure that it's real and we can trust it. The honesty length as well. So you have a lot of things that basically are safeguards to help you trust the results. You also have like month by month results. So for instance, you see that July, there's nothing because you started, but in June it did 1.2%. And the last 3 months, it was actually a little bit down. In the last 12 months, it was up 16%, right? So that's so I'm showing that. So I'm not looking at the question right now. I'll look at the question in 2 minutes. I'm just finishing that part. So yeah, you can backtest. This strategy is long and short, so it has close and reverse. If you want, you can adjust the take profit and stop loss, leverage position, max concurrent position. You already knew that. The main difference here is that every single time you have a backtest, it takes into account the HL fees. You cannot change them. Even if you're trying for paper trading, it will always include HL taker and maker fees because we want it to be real. Now you can also add slippage and funding if you want. And now we also have builder fee. So minimum is 1. You cannot go below 1 because that builder fee, if you deploy strategy, is basically the revenue of Trigr. And if you publish it and somebody else uses it, that's your way to monetize. And you can go up to 5, between 1 and 5 and builder fee. Of course, you're going to increase the builder fee only if you publish on the marketplace. Otherwise, you can increase and pay more to Trigr, but I don't think that's what you want. So yeah, you can see, so we're testing on large data sets. You have 697 trades, etc., etc. You can see all the, we still need to work a bit. It doesn't look great here, but you'll be able to see all the entries, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm coming to the questions just to have a look, and then I'll go more in details into what you can do. Let me check. Trigr looks good. So it looks good. Hope there's a recording. We'll look at it later. Yes, Johnny. I think we're recording. So much better than the old system. When can we try it? Next week, we're going to start opening it up. Madzunga. Chris, I had no ideas. It will be simple to start to write a prompt. I thought I need much more knowledge data myself. Yeah, the point is to make it super easy for everyone with simple prompt. But you can go very, very far. I will show you now. Madzunga just won. You just won 50K proper account in the AMI. So I see. Congrats. That's super cool. That's super cool. I mean, there will be some stuff to win, like credits. I'll talk about the credits very soon. So, okay, let me go back to where we are. So there's a couple of things you can do in our system. So as remember, we're gonna support like I think 55 assets right now. You can add so the trigger or any kind of node as a filter. These are all the types of node that we support. We have indicators, AI simulations, API endpoints, and smart money. You can call them, I mean, basically you can talk with a copilot and he will know and he will create the nodes for you. You don't have to do it manually, but it's just to show you, right? You can see all of them here. So for instance, if I want to create a node for an indicator, I have access to a bunch of indicators that I can add. I don't know, Ishimoku trend, let's say. You can manually change everything as you want, all the condition as you want. You can also add the time frame that you want. And you can even do cross assets. So you can say that, okay, I wanted strategy on Tesla, but I want to filter it with Ishimoku Cloud on, I don't know, on gold. You know, maybe they're correlated. I don't know. So every single node can be on any single indicator, any single time frame, any single asset we support. So that's adding one cross asset element into our strategy. So we are going into really infinite composability. You can basically try infinite amounts of different setups. So yeah, you can do like this, indicator, gold, 1 hour or 1 day, Ishimoku, whatever. Another node I can add is API endpoint. So here we have a lot of endpoints, not as many yet on stocks, but on crypto we have them. So for instance, if let's just say I'm adding API endpoint, fear and greed sentiment, but I'm changing to Bitcoin. And now I'm changing API source, I have a lot of data that I can use. So we have derivatives, sentiment. So sentiment, we have fear and greed, we have news, but we also have social volume. So number of mentions of Bitcoin on different platforms on any single day, and you can use it to backtest, right? On-chain, so on-chain flows, whale alerts, a lot of stuff. Order flows, macro. So you also have like Fed fund rates, unemployment rates, all those kind of things. So you can really go really far in the API. Again, it can be per asset or cross asset, right? So you have a lot of technical indicators, a lot of API endpoints. Another one we have, which is super cool, is called AI simulation. So AI simulation, you guys are already aware of the prediction agents, right? I don't know if you remember when you created it, you had to select data source and a model and different things. And so essentially it's kind of this system, but much more developed. So you can still select your model. You can select data source, and that's basically all the data source we have that you can use for like all the indicators, basically everything else that we're using for in the system, you can also add it to your AI simulation. You can add the prompt you want. So your AI can basically think through all the data points as it wants. And then you can decide all the output you want the AI simulation to give you. Is it going to give you directional, like right now, long, short, flat, or trade, no trade, or an actual entry with stop loss and take profit, or a conviction score, or all of them together? And you can recreate a backtest with this AI simulation. And so the backtest, you can add as many instances as you want, and you can ask to prompt every hour, every 4 hours, etc. And the way it works is that we simulate the AI by giving it all the data that it could have had at this moment. So we prompt it like 100 days ago, we give a specific time and all the data it would have had at this time, and then what decision it would have made, right? We make sure that the AI cannot cheat. So we don't give it a date, we don't give it other things, we have safeguards. So it's a real simulation. So you know what your AI system would have told you back in the past with access to this data. And so based on that, you can backtest the performance. And then you can basically, if you're happy with that, you can use that. So AI simulation can be a trading system on its own, or you can just use it as another filter as part of another simulation. So that's super powerful. Nobody has done that, and it's super exciting that you're able to recreate backtest with a model that has access to like a lot of stuff, and then use it either as is or as a filter. So that's our third node. I'm coming back to the question again in a second. I'm going to show you the last node that we have and support. The last node is called Smart Money. So Smart Money is on-chain based on Hyperliquid. So you have two things. We have Top Trader and Vault. So on Hyperliquid, you have Vault, which is basically people that deploy trading strategies on-chain, and Top Trader. There's a couple things you can do. One of them is we have a system that is called cohort that the copilot knows. So if you summon the cohort, it will basically look at all the top traders that we list, and it will say when all of them, when like majority of them are long on Bitcoin, you go long, or long on Ethereum, you go long, etc., etc. So you can use cohort behavior, or you can use just singular wallet. So you can select from our list. So here we list a lot of traders. You can view their performance. We list that. I'll show you later, etc. So you can use individual traders and use them either to copy trade or again as part of a strategy and backtest with other elements. You can use multiple wallets, and you can even add any wallet you want, right? Test, etc. You can add as well, and so it's the same for the vote. You can add all the votes you want, right? And so that's absolutely so. I mean, it's just super exciting. It's just fantastic. But yeah, that's kind of the thing you can do. Again, on any cross assets as much as you want. Talk with Copilot, and do that. I'm going to check the question, then we'll talk about machine learning after. Okay, so Fred, I'm ready to pay a subscription fee for a ready-made, well-configured setup for my proper accounts. I'm sure there'll be many more people like that. Yeah, the idea is I think we're going to have multiple people that create trading strategies. Trigr, we will deploy day one many trading strategy that are, some will be available for free, some will be available for a subscription as well. And so yeah, it will be just ready to go for people that don't want to go through all this complexity or this product building. Nate, can I set specific date range for AI simulation? Very good feature, by the way. Yes, you will be able to add like instances as many as you want, and the date range as well. Yeah. Okay. So let's say I have my strategy. Let me check another one here, whatever. And then you can optimize with machine learning. So here's another thing that is absolutely extraordinary that nobody has, which is optimized with machine learning. So the way it works is that we've built a system which is basically the best system you can have when you do machine learning to avoid any problem with data leaks, etc., etc. We use different models like random forest, XGBoost, light GBM, I think it's called like that. It goes through the pipeline from Lopez de Prado, and it's gonna check a lot of things. It takes a bit of time because it's computing a lot of data. And I will go back to it, and when it's done, it will show you like what all of these machine learning libraries models are able to extract from all the data we gave it, and if it's able to give a better system than the one we backtested here, right? Let's check the result. So here, for instance, you can see the difference between the baseline strategy and the machine learning model optimized. So actually, it's not really better, maybe a little bit even worse, because what the machine learning model does, it gates some trades. So it tells like these trades are good, these trades are bad. So here, actually, net returns is below. I had optimized with machine learning before. I think this one, so that could be a reason. And then you can find a lot of data. Is it realistic? Why didn't it improve the strategy? If you want to stay small for later, a deflated chart, probability of overfit, how it treated all of the different criteria and features, etc. These are the three models, the different like machine learning model we used, and then some suggestions how you could move forward. So the point is that yeah, you basically had an hypothesis, you give it to the model, then you optimize with machine learning, then you see okay, it's good, it's not good, then you have suggestion, you can actually apply the suggestion in the chat Copilot is going to think about them and try to tweak your model based on all the findings it had from the backtest, the and the machine learning, and etc. etc. So yeah, that's basically the strategy builder. How it's gonna be. What else? Yeah, in terms of risk management, again, you can go long and short, long only, short only. You can have stop loss. You can have layered stop loss and take profit. You can have exit on opposite signal. A lot of different, very sophisticated ways to go, like trailing 8-year stop, time stop, size to velocity target, like a lot of things. And you can even go further if you want. You can do a custom exit node model. So you can build exactly the same that you build for entry, but for exit to have like infinitely customizable and complex model if you want. So again, that might be for hardcore users that really love it. Probably most people will just go in the marketplace. But the point is that we're giving like the best tool that exists for anyone to build some strategies and push them in the marketplace, so other people can just use them. Um, yeah. Okay. So so that's the strategy builder. Again, internal testing right now, team testing early next week, and we're going to start to onboard you guys at that moment as well. A couple more things I can share. So yeah, you can deploy an agent. I'll show you. So yeah, that's my strategy builder. That's all strategy I created for now, just testing, So every strategy has a strategy page. Let's see if I can get there. Okay, well, let's go there first. So this is everybody who creates strategy and publish them to the marketplace, they're gonna have a public profile page. That's my public profile page, where, for instance, I publish 4 strategy. This is the overall return. This is all my strategies. And so I can share my page to everyone so they can come here and subscribe. So I can check my strategy. Oh, I have some bugs still. Let's see how much I can show you without going in bugs. So yeah, well, I have my profile, but I can also go so here is the marketplace, for instance. So here is marketplace where I can see strategies that I published or that I published by other users. So for instance, I want to use this strategy published by this user. Maybe I will not be able to show you that if we're in bug territory. Yeah, okay, I cannot show you that for now, unfortunately. But essentially, it's basically the strategy page where you can view all the stats about the strategy, and then you can subscribe, or you can monetize it if you're the builder by selecting the amount of beeps you want to charge, or if you want to add a price to for people to subscribe to your strategy. Now, let's say I want to build an agent, right? So maybe that's where you guys will go first. So this is kind of a new agent creation flow, where you can select paper, hyperliquid, proper, etc. And the way it works now is that essentially you can add multiple strategies into one agent. So every single strategy trades one asset at a time, but an agent can trade multiple assets because it can trade multiple strategies, right? So I put 3, but actually we're going to scale it to more. And so, yeah, you can basically add all the strategies that you created or all the strategies that you subscribe to from the marketplace. And so here I have a strategy on ZEC, on gold, and on Tesla. I'm gonna allocate $1,000, and then they all have their own risk sizing already. But then I can decide if I want to allocate more to one or more to the other. And here, for now, you cannot see, it doesn't work, but you will see the combined backtest of your agent, that if it had used all of the strategy with this amount of money, et cetera, what it would have done, et cetera. And so that's much more composable. It's also much easier. So if you don't want to build a strategy, you can just go to strategy marketplace. You subscribe to a lot of free ones that are good, or the one that Trigr will build for you. And then you go to agent, you go here, and then you add the one you want. And you can create multiple agents for paper, Hyperliquid, proper. By the way, side note, you will be able to deploy agents on Hyperliquid without the 100K volume. So we're going past that limitation. But yeah, so again, goal is to do infinite composability. Super easy, super neat, super cool. Yeah, that's where we are. So I'm checking a question from Nate. Would AI-driven safety orders make sense here? So by that, you mean if AI should decide what exactly? I'm not sure I understand the question. Ta-da-dum. Yeah. In the meantime, what else? Yeah, so yeah, AI buys lower if I'm in negative. So if you mean like, does it make sense to add an AI to manage the portfolio on top of everything else? Maybe. For now, it's not what we do, but it could make sense to say, okay, you have an AI agent that rebalances based on all the strategy it uses, but then it will be acting, I think, very differently. Okay, so back to terminal. Again, you'll be still able to trade on Hyperliquid proper and paper, and you'll be able to add strategies from the marketplace, or just add traders on Hyperliquid or vaults. So let's say you have like top traders on Hyperliquid. I want to follow all these trades. That every time he trades, it appears on my terminal. You can do that, and then every time this trader makes a trade, you will see it here, and you can copy trade in one click if you want. And you can compose your trading terminal with all the signals you want from all the strategy, all the sorts. Again, infinite composability for your trading system here. So yeah, I mean, the rest is you kind of know. So we simplify a lot of things. Arena goes away, Edge goes away, Page, and yeah, we just simplify a lot. The settings are gonna be much better. So you're gonna be able to link all your accounts, add email. We're gonna have a subscription, but also a free plan. I'm gonna show you that in a second. You're gonna have AI credits. API key. I will show you what the API is gonna let you do. And it's gonna be easier to fund your account. Also, very important, your alerts. I know a lot of people wants to have access to alerts and notifications much better. So you'll be able to configure it as you want, both via email and push notification on your phone for anything. So you can select trading signals from like strategies, or your agents when they open a trade, when they close a trade, etc. If you want to be notified for everything, you will be able to configure that as you want. Ta-da. Let me go back. What else do we have? All right, let's go into pricing. That's still under discussion right now, but that's just a rough estimate. That basically Trigr is free to use entirely. If you want to trade, if you want to deploy trading agents, it's completely free. The way we monetize is the builder fees. That's it. And you will know the builder fees for basically all the strategies are backtested based on the builder fees that they were set for. So you know like that. So you can go free entirely. With free, you can still try the builder. You're gonna have some credits. You can still try ML optimizer. You can have up to 5 paper trading agents, and you have access to Trigr strategies that we're gonna publish, the basic ones. Then we're gonna have two more plans. One is Trader, which is basically 29 a month for now. It's basically you're gonna have more credits. You can start to build actually good strategies, much more paper agents if you want, better models, and then you have access to better trading strategies from Trigr. And basically in the marketplace, you can use any strategy built by the community. If they are free to use, you can use them as you want. And if they are paid, you have to subscribe them individually. And then you have the pro plan where you have much more credits and you can do much more things. Every time you get a subscription, you also get Trigr points. And every time you make real money trades, you get Trigr points. So we try to keep them rare and very valuable. So we're not like spending a lot of these points around, but that's another thing that you can get Trigr points for every subscription and every money you spend. You will see the details. So that's kind of the subscription plan, and then I can show you quickly the API. If we go there, yeah. So you'll find every single documentation, and you're gonna also have access to an API key on your account. There is two ways for people to use the API of Trigr. Number one is if you want to create strategies and deploy them on the marketplace, but you do not want to use our system to build strategies. So let's say and I know a lot of people like that, you're a quant, you have your own systems, you have your own strategies, or you have a community of traders. You can just use our API to create a strategy where you call the API to send the trades, basically. You send buy, sell, you can modify the orders, do whatever you want. So for this kind of strategy, we'll have a special tag, which is like external strategy, where we cannot show the backtest, obviously, because this strategy, we don't know how it's done, it doesn't belong to us at all. But we can show the live performances, as API, like the guy using the API, he will send the trades, and then we will record all of that, and then we'll be able to show real performance. And so that's one way to use our API is to publish a strategy in the marketplace from your own signal, own stack, and then people, if you're very good, they can use it, subscribe to it, so you can monetize it. So that's the number one. And the number two is only if you're on the pro plan, you'll be able to get all the signals from Trigr via your API. So basically, all the signal you subscribe to via Trigr, you do not have to execute them via our system, but you'll be able to retrieve all the signals and do whatever you want with them. That's also super powerful. For instance, for your trading agents, if you have an AI system that you're gonna consume all our signals and rebuild your own thing, and you don't pay the builder fees and stuff like that. That's something that you can do. But I think it's for more advanced user or specific types of user. I'm still showing it because we've built it, but yeah, that's kind of where we are. And yeah, I cannot show you the strategy page and how to monetize and stuff, but yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell. So as you can see, we've been quite busy at work here, and that's coming super soon, and that's super exciting. What else can I tell you? We've started to build a partner group for Trigr on Telegram, which is basically involving KOLs in the Trigr ecosystem and many more people in the space that will basically help spread the word when we do a launch. Because now we intend to do 2-3 weeks of testing now and inviting people with invite only. So you guys also have invite only access with your referral. And then in 3 weeks, we'll make a bigger launch with a very cool video. Every partner will retweet, and that's gonna be when the growth really starts on this new product, new branding, new product. So that's kind of the plan, the roadmap. So we're super excited about that. I think again, it's the most advanced product that exists in terms of building, testing, optimizing, and automating strategies and trading systems. Um, and yeah, it's still the beginning, because then we can go to more venues. So not only Hyperliquid, we can integrate with fintech apps like interactive brokers and many others. That's part of the roadmap. But now we're very confident that this product is super solid. It's basically backed on the data of you guys community using my Quant so far. That resulted in us making conclusion that this product will move forward. That is good for both beginners, go marketplace, deploy your agent in 2 clicks, and advanced users to build their own stuff. So yeah, very exciting. I'm checking the question right now. Are there benefits for XBG holder or Prometheus NFT holders? All of this will be happening at the points level, so Trigr points, and all of this will be happening as we get closer to whatever we do with the points, which I'm not communicating yet. But yes, every people that's, I mean, the most important thing obviously is if you're active and OG member in Quant/Trigr, which you guys are. That's who we're gonna like reward the most, but we'll also reward the XBOR community, which is a community that we initially came from and you guys are from. So that's my answer. Okay. Any question? Any question regarding the product, the roadmap, or everything else? That's it. I'm looking for what's coming. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Mazunga. I'm very excited as well. I think it's gonna be a good one. Nate, mobile app coming later. Yeah, mobile app later. Uh, we have enough products and complexity, so mobile app will come later. But it will be usable from your phone. Like it will be responsive and mobile friendly, obviously. Maybe not the strategy builder. That's the only thing. The strategy builder might be desktop only. It's gonna be too complex to do that on. You can talk with AI, so like theoretically it's okay, but you know. When will the rebranding happening exactly? So the big launch is a video, the product, the rebranding announcement is gonna be like something like 3 weeks from now. But basically the testing that we're gonna roll out in the upcoming days is gonna happen on trigger.xyz. So it's already gonna be available. You will be able to share one-on-one invites, but we don't want to make all the noise right now. We want to keep it for the big announcement in 3 weeks. The deadline, basically, the deadline that I've told everyone in the team is July 21st for this announcement and everything. Yeah, one other thing. So we list top traders on Hyperliquid and top vault. You can also deploy an agent to copy them. So the agent will copy all of their trades on all of the assets that they trade, because our strategies are trading only one asset. You can deploy an agent on multiple strategies, but if you just want to copy trade one trader and avoid all the complexity, you can go there and deploy just an agent to copy, and that will do everything as he does as well. That's a side note. And so yeah, for all the traders we list, you have a page like that that basically lists all their performances, so you can check. Yeah. Hmm. All right. I think that's kind of covers everything for now. So it's a big one. As you see, we like make updates for big chunk of work. We maybe we should do updates more often, but that's kind of how we work. We work in sprints, so we rush into developing. We get all the data, all the community feedback, everything, and then boom, we go in another rush and deploy the product. That's what we've been doing. So yeah, I really hope it will be super exciting. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Very proud of it and proud of the team. Thank you, Mazunga. Thank you. It's really appreciated. Um, so yeah, if there is more question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, April, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I wanted to say that this is amazing. I'm totally impressed. Anyway, you already know that, but also I would like to thank the community because you guys were so important here, giving all the feedback and questions, and we discussed everything internally, and like you're a big part of this transition and upgrade. So it's really cool. Really cool to see this come together with this Jeremy's mastermind and the community help. So it's really cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I want to echo that. It's really building with everybody. Um, Again, if you can if you want give more feedback, more suggestion, whatever, you can ping us all the time. I don't know if I'm enough active on Discord or Twitter or whatever, but if you ping me or if you give some feedback, it will always come back to me and I'll get back to you. And I always take everything into account. So I always have everything in mind into account, and then we make the decisions on the direction. And yeah, trigger it. So Quant. I don't know if you're gonna keep the Quant, but trigger it is a good one.
Sugar is good. And also, guys, yeah, this is quite complex also. So we have a lot of events covering and explaining things. So don't worry about that. And if you're interested in maybe like explaining it yourself or joining the team of mods, then just like DM me also.
Perfect. So I think we'll call it a day. Thanks everyone for joining the AMA, and thanks for being here and your feedback. I think it's quite exciting. You are super early. You are really the first ones to see that, and I cannot stress enough that this is the most advanced tech in terms of building, composing, trading algorithm that there is. Point. Like you can look at stuff like Quant Connect and other and stuff like that. We are shipping something which is AI native, and it's really above everything else. So that's a good one. Love it. We'll have other events. Let's call it a day and have a great one, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.